because I look at this stuff and I go, I know what to do. Stocks, I don't know. So don't ever expect Meet Kevin to sell you a stock investing course.
That seems
Simpler days.
seems appropriate, right? Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting an echo. Okay, got it.
Okay.
I had like 5 windows open. Great way to start. Yeah. Quite the drama with man. Strongman is just crushing Kevin. I've enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 5-part series. Freaking and then Kevin responded.
I didn't see the response, but
yeah, so Kevin responded, I think yesterday. Basically he didn't like say anything in the response. It was bullshit. He's just like, well, there's just jealous hater losers that come after me. And it's like, wait a minute. Strongman had very pointed criticisms.
oh yeah,
And then I guess because Strongman understands accounting, he's a CPA. He like said the book value in the financials on the website for House Hack were wrong. You know, a CPA can tell you that. And then I guess Kevin quietly changed the website after with still denying that anything was wrong. So,
yeah, like
and
book
then,
value. Oh god.
No, go ahead. Go.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like book value is one of those things where you put in just like a little bit of effort, and assuming the filings are correct, like it's not that complicated.
Because we know, like,
a little time consuming.
Accounting, right? Accounting is about like, I don't know how to describe, but like, you know, what you paid for something goes on the books.
Yeah,
and then you're going to say, well, it's worth more than that. It's like, well, all the accounting system records what you paid for it, and if someday you choose to sell it, we can recognize the gain somehow. There's an accounting method, but that in between period where you're telling me, oh, it's worth 50 grand now, it's worth 100 grand more. It's like, okay, that's not really. There's a reason these decisions were made this way. The gap accounting was there's a freaking whole board that decides these standards. So, and the Meet Kevin saying he had a PCAOB audit makes no sense. So PCAOB registers, and I know because I was the head accountant at the New York CPA board for like a year, so I know this stuff a little bit. Freaking the PCAOB just registers public accounting firms to do certain types of work, not all work, certain specific types of work, auditing of public companies, and I think it was some assurance work, some types of assurance work that they do. They have to be registered. Registered PCAOB means they have to go through a peer review process to be a PCAOB firm, compliant firm. Kevin's House Hack is not a public company. There's no PCAOB has nothing to do with reviews of his financial statements of House Hack. So it's just like, it's nonsense when he says that in his videos. Nobody cares, I guess. Well, Chris has covered all this, but he doesn't do auditing though. He's a taxes, but Meet Kevin's whole PCAOB shtick is like, it's meaningless to say that. It's not even audit. It's probably just a financial review of some type. An audit implies audits are a specific term. If you look at someone's books, that's not an audit necessarily.
No.
An audit comes with a letter or multiple letters and an opinion, right? There's opinions of the auditors on your financial statements based on their sampling. That's an audit. Financial review is just like, depends on what the procedures are. It's just a financial review. You look at their books, and it would depend on what the procedures are. There's no specific standards for a financial review. This is nonsense.
And there's also the opinion on good old internal controls. Like, that to me seems like a proper audit. Like,
well, I don't want to.
You don't need to get bogged down.
Strongman's got the Meet Kevin stuff.
Yeah.
Man, he's not happy about this. This is all he's got though now, because he has nothing else now. All the other businesses have closed, so the walls are caving in fast on Meet Kevin. All the other stuff he did is gone, except for House Hack now. So he'll defend it. He will defend it because he has no choice. This is it. He took grandma's money though, didn't he? He did. That's what he took. He took grandma's money to open House Hack. So I don't know. Did you see we're almost start, but the Mexican cruise ship that crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge?
I saw like what's going on with shipping with Sal Mercado.
Oh my god.
Which is his last name, but
okay, let me
yeah.
see. Oh, he's covering it right now.
Right now, yeah.
Wait, okay.
For those that like either informal information or are just
we gotta watch this real quick. I
just like learning about the world around them. Yeah, Sal. I'm biased, but I like Sal.
No, pump him. I think his channel is so useful in these times.
Yeah. Like Sal is thoughtful. I'm not saying he's perfect or he's the only source you should use for everything, but like in his niche,
I have not watched this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
What is it doing?
What is going on?
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What in the hell?
The bridge is shaking out there. We gotta keep moving.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a very expensive mistake.
Apparently, like the way how a lot of those sailing ships these days are made, like it's a miracle that the mast didn't like completely break.
I know that could have hurt people too, because it would have.
Yeah.
If it had sheared at the boat, it would have crushed people probably. So, hello, people. Dan Slay like first of all, okay. I've never asked to debate anybody. I really don't care. I interview people. I don't want to debate anybody. I don't really have much interest. So he kept asking to debate me over like the last few weeks. And I'm like, I don't think you know what you're getting into. I'm like, I can get dirt on you pretty easily. I don't know why he thought it would be pleasant to debate me when I think I think you're a clown of it. The Dividend Dude's a clown. Like, whatever. We move on.
Yeah.
I'll continue to the end of the minute. Thank you. House Hack is a setup. Yeah, I like, can he go public with it? I suppose.
Mm-hmm. In theory, yes.
In theory.
Yep.
I mean, I would argue he's probably financially incentivized not to go public. Just keep raising money as long as he can. The longer he just stay behind the public markets, keep raising money, keep diluting, issuing shares. You can stay hidden a little bit because you don't have to do certain filings like when you're a public company, and so forth. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it ends. I don't know, but I think the whole business model makes no sense. Like, you're buying houses at pipe wedge deals and then you're renting them to tenants. You're not even flipping. So I'm like, well, if Kevin's advantage is that he's able to buy these houses below market value and create these wedges in value, then why is he not selling the house? But he's not doing that. He's holding the house to generate rent. And like Chris showed in his video, people go look at Strongman's video, like he's not generating that great of a rental return on these assets. What Chris showed, he's not generating that impressive of rent, and it's losing money still. So I don't know. I don't know how it ends though. I think once he gets to the point, maybe he'll keep going to these shows and collecting financing until he can't. And then from there, what do you do? Does he try and go public at that point? But I just find I'm just confused by the business model of what he's trying to do. Unless, I guess you take that appreciation in the house, you're collecting rent, and then maybe I don't think he's though refinancing debt and taking debt out on the house. I'm not sure. Chris looked into it more than I did.
Yeah.
I think it sucks though to like, Kevin has no he doesn't have to give you your money back ever. Like, I've looked at Stock Hack and House Hack in the past, but like he never has to give you your money back. it's pretty clear in the filings you have no say in the business. He doesn't have to ever give you shares back or money back. The shtick is that it's going to go public and then you sell it to the markets.
Mhm.
So he'll issue as many shares as he can because he doesn't have to pay them back himself. So, but this is private equity. So, okay, let's just start. Oh. So anyways, like the drama with Dividend Dude. I don't ever want to debate him again. I really prefer never to talk to him again. I'm sure I'm going to see him in Ryan's Discord. We can leave it at that.
Yep. So,
I was almost going to go on last week when Fabio went on.
Mhm.
Fabio beat me by a minute because when he said he sold Nike,
oh yeah, yep.
when Dividend Dude said he sold Nike last week on Ryan's stream, I was half listening because I was doing some research. And then I heard him say he trimmed Nike. I'm like, oh, here it is. And I knew it was coming too. I'm like, he's going to sell Nike under the radar. He's not going to say he did it because he knows that like I was watching and some other people were watching. So I knew he wouldn't admit that he sold Nike stock. And then he said it. I'm like, oh my God, there it is. 2 months, long-term investment. In 2 months, you sold it. It's like, anyways. Oh, Gil. Look at Gil's here.
Yeah, Gil is.
And isn't that the risk people are willing to invest in? I mean, if Kevin's not fraudulent, yeah, I mean, technically it could work. I mean, the idea is that you get into this company before it goes public, and then it goes in the markets and you can sell your shares to the open market, which who knows if they're going to have a lockup period. We don't know that.
Mhm.
But my friend bought into a pre-IPO electric vehicle truck company. I don't even remember the name of the truck. It's not even, I don't even know if it exists anymore. It was like one of those electric box trucks.
Okay.
So he put like 10 grand into it. He got shares. It went public. He couldn't sell for 6 months though. He had a lockup. In the 6 months, it lost like 90-something% of its value.
Jesus.
Every day, it's just the first day it like ripped up, and he had like $250,000. But then it just every day just trickled down and down and down and down. So who knows? We don't know yet till he goes public. Maybe there's a lockup. Probably he will be. I don't think you'll be able to sell right away. We will see. But you're just going to be sitting there because you can't compel. Like there's nothing to compel Kevin to give you your money back or. Think you're powerless in this because you have nobody on the board. He controls all the voting shares. If you're watching a man build a $100 million company, we'll see if Kevin can actually do it. If Kevin is not fraudulent, I don't know what you're saying. All right. Well,
onwards.
Moody's dropping the bomb. So we might have blood in the streets on Monday. I don't know why this is such a big deal because this has been predated by the other two rating firms doing the same thing.
Yep.
So was it Standards & Poor and Fitch, right? Already did this like 10 years ago. This was already done. But this was the last premium credit rating that was in existence for the US. So interesting. I mean, the timing of it's interesting. They always do this intentionally, right? We're about to have a new bill.
Yep.
They're talking about $5 trillion more increase to the debt limit on Trump's bill. So it's not coincidence to me that some Moody's does this. So I think one of the other firms dropped the credit rating during the shutdown and the issues during Obama's time, when they had the Republicans were trying to do sequestration and all that stuff came out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think this doesn't really affect us.
I'm sorry. Can we do a certain thing?
What?
I just took a look at the comments. Out of all the things, he's like, he like goes from your points to like calling me a cat. Like, get meds, get help.
Why is he? What is he doing?
I don't know. That's why I have him blocked. Otherwise, like if I'd use the mod powers, but get help,
Bacon.
please. I'm too sick for this.
Timeout for Gil.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's attacking all of a sudden.
I don't even know what I like had anything to do on that part.
Oh, well. So
Yeah,
5
okay.
trillion. Dex has got it. 5 trillion is only like 2 years of deficit.
Mhm.
It's just funny. He wants to get through the midterms, most likely.
Yep.
He wants enough deficit to get through the next elections next November. So it's always political. But
Always.
yeah, leave bacon alone, Gil. Jeez. But this would be interesting. So they've already got potentially discretionary. They're looking at cutting a bunch of discretionary spending. Oh, now this is another thing why UNH is a tricky ball, because they're talking about $800 billion of Medicaid cuts.
Mhm.
That's hospital money for people. That's hospitals. That Medicaid reimbursements go like directly to hospitals. Like smaller rural hospitals are going to get crushed by that. SNAP cuts, which is food assistance to kids and families, poor people. This is a wild time. And it's like, oh, well, they'll lower the deficit. No, they're not. They're going to take these cuts to grant programs and then throw it into the tax cuts they're planning. So that's why the deficit's going to go up. So we're not fixing the deficit. The deficit's not even on the table to be resolved by Trump. All the talking points about deficit, like no one's on the side of cutting actually the deficit. So they're just moving the funds in the slush, the slush fund a bit. We will see how Monday goes. We'll find out tomorrow. It's probably going to look pretty bloody on Monday, but for credit rating drop, that's not the issue. I mean, we still don't have a budget. We still don't have a military budget.
Yep.
For God's sakes, our military episode dead.
R.I.P.
It was every March usually. Now it's like who the hell knows what Pete Hegseth is doing? It's my favorite episode to do too.
Oh yeah, me too. I like
to cut through the DoD budget. It might be fun this year with Pete Hegseth at the helm, and $1 trillion. So
yeah,
we will see. This is also on the table though. It's not over, so it's just a dead cat bounce in the market. I don't know, but the 90 days is coming up, so these countries got 90 days to do trade deals. The only trade deal I'm aware of, maybe you could help me, UK.
Yeah.
We have no other trade deals. So we're getting to the 90 days coming soon. We're going to see what happens. I don't know. Maybe this whole rebound of the market just dies again.
Yeah, because with China, I think it's like a temporary setup, like pause or like temporary tariff rate. And
it was a reduction
framework
in
for. Yeah.
So it was actually a drop and framework stuff. And
but like a framework is nice, but like it's not the actual thing.
The only deal we got is UK. And UK was an easy deal, I think, because I think we export more than we import. So in that case, UK was the easiest deal to make because they already were in a setup where there was no trade deficit. So we've heard inklings. Somebody put it. Twitter was flying around that India had a deal last week, which is claimed that they dropped all their tariffs to zero. I think that's I'll believe that when I see it, but I don't think we're through these times. We need. I want to see a deal where we do a trade. I want to see a trade deal with a trade deficit country, not the UK. A trade deficit country, because there's a handful of surplus countries. Like I think Holland's another one where we export more than we import. So let's see a trade deficit country come to the table, and what are we going to get out of it? Does he want more than just tariffs to zero or close to zero? I don't think we're out of the woods yet. Do you want? But with this,
yes. Next segment.
This wasn't in the list, but I was looking. So for people, we can see now. I think we're 45 days forward, so we can start to see now who did trade deals in Congress around Liberation Day. Maybe I'll do a video if I can find some juicy ones, because I'm going to dig into this more. I want to see. I'll be curious to see, like, before April 2nd, who was selling and then who was buying. So we'll have to take a look. But nothing. There's no insider. There's no insider trading. They're Congress people. It's a free market. They can, as Nancy Pelosi said, they're free to trade. So
It's a family business.
okay, here's one. So this guy. So we're on April 3rd. So we're next day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he sold Shopify, Robinhood. He bought Microsoft. So he fled to shelter. So this guy fled to safety.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's not some scumbag. We'll allow it. Let's see. Dwight Evans. Let's see. He sold. Jesus Christ, he sold everything and he went into Intel and IBM. Okay. Okay, that's
Why?
We'll allow it.
Okay.
You go, King. You did so well. Oh no. This was the one you probably heard. Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, she made
So
the news.
I'd heard about this already. So now we get to see. Okay, look at all the. Oh my God, I knew about this. Wow, she freaking went. Look at her. UPS,
Yeah.
Qualcomm, Old Dominion, Nike. Holy God, Lamb. Wow.
Yeah.
Caterpillar. Okay, I can't hate her now.
She's like Lamau, just buy the dip.
Right. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, this guy, let's see. Bought BJ's. That's boring. I'll have to look. Maybe there's something funny here. Whoa, who's this? Holy shit.
That is a lot of transactions.
Jefferson Shreve, Congress. Look at. Okay, we're April 7th. Okay, look at him. He bought Zotis, Workday. He sold Walt Disney, Vistra, Visa. He bought United Health Group. Haha, sucks to be you. He bought Tran. I approve. Okay, a lot of buying. Wow, holy. All right, maybe I'll do something with that later on.
That'd be fun. It's something different for sure.
People care. We all know they're corrupt. I don't know.
Yeah.
So fucking people.
Republican, Democrat, third party.
A lot of buying. I'm betting you most of it was buys, which is very interesting. How did they all know to buy after Liberation Day? As if they knew that the trade deal thing was going to change very fast. So interesting. You have no chance. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love it. Love to see it.
All right, super investors. Who should we look at?
Yeah, so
I will take requests. Anybody want us to look at?
Yeah, that's.
So we'll start out with you do Ackman first.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Attack.
Attack, yeah.
Okay. So we got. I already knew this one. Uber.
Yep.
So we knew that. Which he's done well with it. I'll give him that. I wish I'd held Uber. I made a mistake selling it. I wrote it from like 60 to 70. And then I think the week after I sold it was when it came out that Pershing was buying Uber. If I'd known that, I probably would have, I don't know.
At least some, yeah.
I was happy with it though. I mean, 60 to 70-ish. I was fine.
No, it's like, what did we say earlier on in this year? This year is all right to be flexible. Like
this is just a weird ass year.
Yeah.
What else? He reduced Chipotle. Okay. Google, quite a bit of a chop. Oh, but he switched shares, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and also Datorama, I don't think does too much on the options side of things. So
they don't.
Be some other things that he's doing. Again, I don't know. Like,
where's he? Should I use Unusual Whale or something? Or
this is fine. This is fine.
And then we know he sold Nike. He sold Nike, and then he came up with some bullshit about why he did it, which I found hilarious. I had it. I can't find it now. Give me a second. So Ackman sold Nike because he said he wanted to lower his capital in the investment, but keep the upside. So that's less commitment to the investment. He said he still believed in the turnaround, and what other nonsense he was saying. I'm just like, so you reduced your capital investment in Nike, but you're telling us you're still just as bullish. Conveniently, you pull it off your 13F as a holding. I just like, I laugh my ass off. I'm like, he's, oh, we're still committed. We just don't own the stock anymore. Well, freaking fraud. And then Hertz.
Yep.
So we'll see. I criticized the Hertz. I mean, it did pump when it was announced. And his theory is like an arbitrage on used cars, I think. But it's been drifting down since that initial pump when it came out that he bought it.
Mhm.
Hertz has been drifting slowly down from like 7 down to like 6, I think. So I don't know. I think if travel gets obliterated this year with all the tariff concerns, I find it hard to believe that his thesis will be intact with that. So I don't know. There's probably a better way to play used cars. I don't know if it'd be CarMax, but
Yeah. Besides, he's Bill Ackman. Like, he should be so rich that, like, I don't know. This just seems kind of like a silly side quest for him.
well, I do want to look. Kale and me were talking about AutoNation.
Mhm.
I haven't really looked at it much yet, but it looks more interesting than, because CarMax is just like a flipping company. Like CarMax just buys a car and flips it.
Yep.
It's like a car version of Open Door.
Mhm.
But it looks like AutoNation actually does services. They have service centers. There might be a more interesting play on used car valuation. And if tariffs stay in place for new cars, you're going to push people to use cars, so forth. But we'll see. Who else should we look at?
Taking feedback from the audience. Anyone from the audience,
I don't think we got any.
like any firms or people, because I have one that I just want to rant about.
Who?
Michael Burry. Like, I feel like his 13F, like, for whatever reason, people go by like a couple of quarters or so, and then someone's like, "Oh, Michael Burry's 13F," and then everybody's like, "Oh, and like it's just an annoying cycle of like no one should care what Michael Burry has in his 13F because
Oh my god!
like he's been on record where like he'll like
Look
have
at
it on
this.
the 13F and the next one it's gone. Like
I've told, like, I honestly think Michael Burry just screws with people sometimes.
yeah.
I swear to God, I think he just buys and sells stuff sometimes just to mess with people that copy him.
Mhm.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people just copy him blindly. But some of his investments, you're just like, really? And before you can even think about it, it's gone. And I don't know. I think he just has fun with it sometimes.
Yeah.
But Estee Lauder.
Yeah. So my criticism is not so much on Burry, but rather like the quote unquote news cycle around Burry and 13Fs.
I don't know what he's going for with this angle.
Like in theory, like if you have a value bias, I can see why Estee Lauder like fits that mold, but at the same time though, with that industry, I accept that I'm probably the sucker at the table. I don't know enough.
I mean, he probably could think of the recovery of the consumer
Mm-hmm.
in America. If it starts trending up again, because maybe people feel a little better, the tariffs go away, we get some more assurance on that. Inflation's going down, interest rates, just maybe all that together. I don't really like the company.
Yeah.
But
we got one request for us to take a look at Druckenmiller's. Druckenmiller.
I mean, I see. Okay, it's down 50%. I mean, we already knew that.
Yeah,
I mean, all the freaking luxury-ish, luxury kind of companies have been just obliterated this year.
Oh yeah.
It's been a bad year. So, man, it is down though, pretty bad. It's still a very expensive stock. I remember during COVID, during the peaks up here, you look at this and you're like trading at like a multiple of 60 for this company. It always seemed mind blowing to me. Okay. The one that got away from me though, I should have just Hermes.
Oh yeah, Hermes.
So
Mercedes and Ferrari, not LVMH.
I keep thinking of every time I'm like, I need to just when it goes down, just don't overthink it. There's no
Buy it.
replacement for this company. Like, you listen to how they make the scarves, and you're like, people are, oh, that's stupid. Oh, it's dumb. It's a layered scarf. It's like, go watch the videos how they make the scarf. Like, there's no other company in the world that can do that. It's a unique company in the world. Like, I don't care how much money you have, you could not reproduce what they do with those scarves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
brand matters.
yeah,
Like, it still does.
oh, man, it was there too. I remember it last fall when it dropped a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, this was just a quick little flash drop, but
Like, you could give me infinite money. I cannot. Like, and the best team ever, I could not unseat Ferrari. No way.
no,
Brand still matters.
especially with those. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
The reason they're luxury is because they have the lore, right?
Mhm.
They have this like 200-year history.
Yeah.
That adds to, the product and makes it unique. Okay, drunk. Let me see. He's not a super investor.
He should be. I forgot what his firm name is. I'm not like the biggest Druckenmiller fanboy, but
Okay, let me
like
do
I
this.
respect him. Let me see on FinChat.
Is this it?
Yeah, I think so actually. Yeah, let me
Holy
double check.
Girls.
Let me double check though.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Yep, yeah, it is.
Okay, new. Any? Tave? Really? Oh, that's
Teva.
interesting.
Yeah, one into Teva. Curious.
Okay.
I mean, last I heard from people in that space, it's a respectable company, I think.
Okay. What else we got?
Oh, he increased Coupang. Cool.
He's up. He bought Taiwan, DocuSign. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
We were talking about that Friday.
Mhm.
Flutter.
Yep.
Eli Lilly. Okay.
Yeah, I quietly bought myself some more Coupang. Like, I didn't beef it up, but like, it's there in the port.
What do you like about them?
Coupang?
Yeah.
Just a respectable e-commerce platform that has credible growth prospects in the countries that they're operating in or like are growing in. Yeah, for now that's okay enough. Like, it fits a role in my portfolio of growth and international, with U.S. Being U.S. listed.
I'm kind of curious about DocuSign.
DocuSign is one, that I'm not sure.
Why did he buy a bunch of DocuSign?
Yeah, like that one is.
Yeah. Then we were already talking about Flutter.
Andrew might be a good person because Andrew really knows his or probably is the person I'd say.
I hate to say this, but my favorite portfolio is Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It always, I don't know. It's like it's. I hate to say it too. I really do, but I like his portfolio. So, I mean, they usually have some really good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Waste Management, Caterpillar, John Deere, Waste Connect. Yeah, they got some killer friggin' companies in here.
Hey, Coupang's in there.
They don't do much. Yeah,
no.
Reduced. Wow, he's selling the Warren Buffett news.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? What a prick. I don't like. I think Bill Gates is a terrible person. Everyone thinks he's so nice because he was like a little dork, but he's not a nice person.
No.
Not at all.
Yeah.
He was shorting, like, I don't like Elon, but like he was like actively shorting Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when it was still in its infancy. Like, you're Bill Gates. Do you really need to do that?
No, you don't. You're Bill Gates. You could be
I
All
thought that was
T-bills.
such a dick move. Like there was
Yeah.
no reason for that. That had to be some vendetta. You can't. I'm 100% sure. Like Elon did something to piss him off,
Mhm.
and he tried to like short the company into oblivion. But there was no reason for Bill Gates. Why are you? You're Bill Gates. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You're above doing that.
Yeah,
But
you could literally be like practically all T-bills and just win at life.
Seth Klarman. Oh,
Oh no,
Paul's favorite.
no.
Paul's favorite. He always talks about. Let's see.
Klarma.
Restaurants. Okay, he added a bunch of Google.
Yep.
Okay. Like I don't hate Google. I just think it's. I don't think there's. I think it's an ace. I don't think there's an asymmetric profile to it. I think it could go up 30% or down 30%. I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't really see like. I mean, I want to invest in something that might go up. You know, obviously you're trying to find stuff that has a better chance of going up than down. I don't know. I don't find it overly interesting of an investment. And if you're like, oh, I'm really excited about AI, it's like, okay, I think you could probably do better.
Yeah. For me, I think it's a timeline thing. Like a lot of people have been harping on, like AI search is depleting their search revenues. That's scary. And again, we can sit on the sidelines for a little bit and we'll get a quarterly, see if that's true.
No wonder he likes you. I did. So it was I was kind of just trying to push some buttons with a certain person.
Mm-hmm.
And I did buy United Health at like 250. What was it? 254. So I'm just going to hold it because if I timed the bottom almost, that's kind of funny. It was only a hand. It wasn't that much. It was more just for fun. But Jesse might have killed that. Jesse bought 30 or 40 shares when it was like 250s. Yeah. So he actually did put he dipped his toe in a little bit better than I did.
Yeah.
Trust, investment based diversifying against Microsoft stock. So that's why. I mean, that's smart for them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the core is Microsoft, and then you could tell this is a lot of anti-tech companies, but they're really good friggin'. I think someone asked me, what's your favorite super investor? I'm like, favorite. It's hard to say, but like I think I like the portfolio of the industrial plays in there, really solid.
Yeah. Purely about portfolio, not the person.
You notice most super investors don't do military stocks.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You almost never see super investors do military companies. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's reasons that they stay away from them.
Yeah.
In their sphere, it's probably just better for them not to get into that space. It's my guess. Because I've noticed that that's a big trend. These guys, a lot of them just don't. They won't touch like Lockheed or Raytheon or RTX now.
Yeah.
I still want to call it Raytheon, but
I think it's fine to call it Raytheon.
Who else? Anybody else interesting?
I don't think there's anyone from the comment section. Or
Warren Buffett. What did he do?
Yeah, live chat has had time.
Okay, he reduced Bank of America. Yeah. I don't know what Da Vinci is.
Added Constellation brands.
Added Pool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, it looks like a lot, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It's the dividends.
0.18% of the total port.
Yeah. Constellation, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you probably just recovery of the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. Something to look at, maybe. That could be something to think about.
Yep.
That one caught my eye. Occidental, man, he still's not giving up on it.
Nope. Still sits around 5%.
What a stinker of a stock. It just won't do anything.
One of the more complicated ones in the space, too.
I mean, I don't know. I think I bought it at one point just to I thought that, I'd be the guy to buy it before it ripped up with Warren. And no.
Yeah, I've played it around in the past, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Oh, Tepper. Okay, Tepper, last one.
Mm-hmm.
Tepper's a wild man. Yeah, look at him. Dude's a psycho, man. Alibaba. Oh, wait, wasn't he a big Alibaba pumper?
I thought he was.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he
that was.
he went on the freaking news to talk about how great Alibaba was.
Mhm.
So did he turn out? I mean, he probably did okay. I think he was buying it in the fall. He might have done really well with it. Okay.
Pinduo Duo. Yep, another
Wait,
Chinese co.
Pinduoduo?
Yep.
I'm out. Oh, that's Temu, I know. He reduced Amazon? Oh, not by much.
Not by much, yeah.
So he got out of a good chunk of China.
Yep.
He
Or at
added
least
to
reduced
Meta.
it.
Okay, interesting. Oh, Vistra. Interesting.
Mm.
So I think there's a good chance that TLN is going to get bought out, I think, by them.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think it's happening by the end of the year. So I don't know how much I want to get into this, but I'm like circling the carcass right now thinking about this. But there was a Twitter person I actually direct messaged about it. I don't know. I had to think about it more. I haven't added more TLN in a long time. I still have it at like 170. I didn't even notice how it got obliterated on Liberation Day, but it's back to like 250 now. So that was a great idea, honestly. Let's see. This guy, man, look at all the moves he makes.
Lots of
No wonder he's a shitty NFL owner. Man, he spends all his time trading stocks. Wow. He is out of like everything. Anything Chinese he was bailing on. But he added to Taiwan.
Mhm.
Okay. Lamb Research, he bailed. Okay, this was a bad idea. 66% reduction in Micron. Shouldn't have done that. He dropped a bunch of NVIDIA.
Yep.
So why would you sell NVIDIA but buy TSM?
Not sure.
I don't get, but then sell China.
Yeah, and I don't know if Tepper likes his options plays or not.
I mean, I get selling Las Vegas Sands
Mhm.
because that's China, but maybe
Yeah.
people don't know. Las Vegas Sands is a Macau play now. It's not even Vegas.
Yeah.
Which is kind of bullshit. They still have that name, but with the tariff war with China, I was thinking about that actually.
Yeah,
because that was the first thought. Who could get hit? Las Vegas Sands. I don't think they're doing okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That was the last.
By the way, my sister's dog is barking. Please feel free to yell at me, you or chat.
I can't hear it.
Okay, cool, wonderful.
Yeah, so I guess we can wrap up our 40-minute. So did we? I don't think I talked about Liberation Day last live stream because it was like 2 weeks ago.
I forgot. Yeah,
Did we just do
honestly.
earnings?
I think so. Honestly,
We did earnings.
yeah, because like I think we were kind of like trumped out at the time.
It was quite the 2 weeks, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to see what we just did earnings calls last time.
Mm-hmm.
So tariff news hits. Yeah. He pulls that stupid board out. Then the market was like, oh, because they were expecting 10% across the board. So after hours, we saw the little creep of the market.
Yep.
As soon as the board, and I'm sitting right here watching the TV while I'm working. And I'm like, what did he just hand him? And all of a sudden, like, it's a board of fucking tariffs. And then you start seeing 80, 90, 100%. The market just like, yeah.
Yep, I remember that one.
And it's just like, oh my God. And it's like, I had been thinking Trump was going to do something like this. I'm like, it really is happening. I was thinking some loony shit was going to happen. And then everyone kind of did their own thing, I thought, but there was some consistency in people we talked to.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people were eyeballing certain stocks and they kind of just stuck to what they wanted to buy.
Yep.
For me, it was the most obvious right away was ANET. And then I went to Caterpillar because I saw Caterpillar crater and I'm like, okay, we'll go to my safe place. Most rock solid company in the world, I think. It dropped to like a 12 multiple. And then I was buying Decker before the tariff liberation day. Because I when it started dropping to like 115 down, I'm like, this is a pretty crazy price for Decker when they're still projecting 15% growth. They're still growing through this tariffs. So if tariffs go away, they were still projecting 15% growth with tariffs. So I'm like, and then they can switch production. I think they're not so stuck in China. So I thought long term, I think Decker 100, 115 ish, freaking amazing price. So I was buying a lot of it. The only thing I didn't get, the next buy would have been KLA.
Mhm.
I didn't get to it before it ripped. It was funny because I looked at it. It was the same multiple. I think it was the same multiple when I bought it originally. Because it stuck in my head. The original multiple I bought KLA at was like 17. And that was when it was like a $350 stock. But now at a multiple of 17, it's like a $550 stock. Shows you the growth. So I didn't get to it though. I only got to the first three. So, oh well. But Curtis Wright was that I should have been pounding the table for people. I failed people. I should have been pounding the table for people to buy Curtis Wright when it went under 300 during that little blip. Because what a fucking steal. If anybody had bought, a company with a 40-year freaking contract lock-in on submarine parts. And there's no one else can make these parts because you have to go through all the screenings and top secret clearances, the people that build these things.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. Liberation Day made me bank. So now I'll tell people, like, I put a lot of my index holdings in my retirement account in bond funds, but the goal was never to buy back in and time the bottom. I was trying to just protect what I already had because the last 2 years have been so damn good. I'm not being greedy about it. So, and then did you buy any more Huntington? Or I just kind of
No. I still am just holding it, but I do agree with your assessment though. Like considering the exit plan is a good idea.
So what did you buy?
ANET, Aeon, or I jokingly call it Aeon.
You did buy it?
Yeah, I did. I bought some Aeon.
That would have been another all-star buy for people.
Yeah.
When it hit 70.
I don't take credit for this one. Someone else has done a lot of work on it. Affirm, I built that one out.
How dare they, bastards! What is this for? We'll exit out.
Yeah.
I don't think this is right necessarily, but
yeah. No aggregator can ever be perfect. It seems, and that's fine.
They have no idea what they're doing. Yeah.
I also mentioned, like I said before, I finally got to build out Kupang. Yeah. And I also even was able to average up a little bit in progressive.
Next Walmart.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this company.
Again, it's a bit of more of a Korean thing. Just because of my ethnicity, I'm a little bit more aware of it.
So are they like, is that accurate? The next gen Walmart? Do we not want to call them the Amazon of Korea?
No. Like, don't get me wrong. The CEO, it really respects Amazon and Jeff Bezos, and it kind of tries to imitate, but they don't have an AWS built inside of them, so they're no Amazon.
So it's just pure online retail.
Yeah. It's pure online e-commerce for now, and where they go from here, I'm not sure. But they've seemed to have done a respectable job from a fundamentals perspective. Okay enough.
I don't know any. I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah. Because Druckenmiller and Andrew have quietly held it. Possibly Leo also. It's basically it's in its international niche, and it seems like a quality company. Nothing that I personally would pound the table for because I don't foresee like an immediate catalyst. But for me, like it does its thing in the portfolio.
No, I didn't add Crocs. Did you add Crocs?
A little
I added
bit.
options, but I didn't do shares.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember, so when it dropped to like 90,
Mhm.
I was like, get the fuck out. I'm like, oh my God. So I bought like four. I did like, what was it? 100 strike, January 26th. I did four leaps.
Mhm.
I didn't want to, I mean, I could have bought shares, but I was like, that price was nuts. And then there was like the Vietnam deal that wasn't a deal, and it shot back up over 100. I was like, oh, nice. But Crocs will always be part of. Is it like the official stock of Capital Mites?
For some circles, yes.
People think
I
it's
mean,
meta. It's really Crocs. Everybody owns.
like it does reflect like the oddities and the niches in that place. I also bought
There's like
some
comfort in
Boeing.
owning Crocs and wearing
Mhm.
them. So,
Yeah. I bought some Boeing also. Like I don't have the cool cost basis as you, but
ooh.
like we've been over this. Like you pay for the clarity, and I paid for the clarity.
Yeah. So with Boeing,
Yeah.
I mean, this is a great like case study almost for someone in investing. It's like you said, you're paying for the knowledge. So if you had bought it as soon as the union strikes ended, was like my first buy into it. It was like 140, 150. Right. There's still unknowns about quality, but at least I had the union deal was in place. And then
Mhm.
as more clarity is developed on the quality, no problems, they're getting all these deals. Trump is like parading Boeing around the world, apparently, as like a political tool, which is friggin', who would have thought that? Like, that's
Yeah.
not in any of
Yeah.
our thesis. But literally, he's going to these countries, and then they come out and announce they have a Boeing order, which is that the biggest thing? I mean, I think Fabio's like, oh, great. Qatar ordered some planes, throw it on the 5,000 plane backlog that's already there. It's like, oh, there's the backlog. Let's throw some more planes on it. It's like, so it's for Qatar. It's like they probably didn't put any money in it. They're like, yeah, we'll buy some more planes, sure, in like 7 years if you ever get to it. But just shows the power of Boeing. Like no one's going anywhere else. No one's going to Airbus, right?
Yeah.
So the production caps are going to get lifted.
Yeah.
And then there could be a sale. I could start abandoning, I guess, but
Yeah. Like
I think this is a 300. I'm with Fabio. I really, it's a $300 stock.
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah. So, paying up for a little bit of clarity means I don't have as cool of a percentage return, but like, it's fine. Whatever. I'm
But
coping. I joke.
So I might. Okay, this one I might liquidate Lockheed Martin.
Mhm.
I hate to say no. I should liquidate Northrop. I really don't want to, but and then I would put some in Boeing, and then I would buy the 2 new military ETFs. I'm gonna think about it hard tomorrow when I'm sitting at lacrosse. So.
Like you're not necessarily killing them completely. It's just more of a reallocation and rebalance.
I don't have a good feeling about Lockheed anymore because I think they're gonna lose. You just can see the way the world's going right now.
Yeah.
There will never be a joint strike fighter for like the entire NATO alliance. This will never happen again. Everyone's kind of going their own direction at this point because the F-35 was such a disaster. The production of it, the plane might be great, but just the process to build it was a disaster. But you got like, I think the Swedes have a plane, the Koreans have a plane. There's like a UK-Italy joint plane now. There's like 5 or 6 6th-gen strike fighter programs working at the same time right now. So like Lockheed will never have it as good as they have it right now, I don't think. And then they lost the Boeing. They lost the contract for that, the strike fighter. So we'll see. Lockheed is in my city. Ooh. I mean, too, they got a lot of business with Ukraine also. If that war ever ends, they have a lot of missile contracts that are going to get clipped pretty fast. Locked in what gains?
It's uranium plays apparently.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Jeez, he's back. Be careful. kill. Traffic might hurt uranium. I don't know what he's talking about.
I
But
don't know either.
I'm going to do some more work on. I don't know if I want to show the two ETFs yet. So there's one that I'm in, the NATO one, and then the Korean one is interesting.
Oh, I'm not aware of this one.
You didn't look in the Boomer channel?
I've not. I've been busy.
So somebody presented a Korean military ETF.
Oh,
because
okay.
we've been interested in the Korean military infrastructure is booming, but there's no easy way to invest in it. I don't have an international stock account. So this ETF, but it doesn't just do military, it also does industrial. I was reading the prospectus. It looks at industrial companies in Korea that have like 50% or more military. So there is shipbuilding. So we're going to get, because we both like shipbuilding with Huntington, but there's no American shipbuilders.
Yeah.
Like there is no American shipbuilding at all. It's just the military stuff. But like Philadelphia is Korean too, actually. So the whole thing. But I'm gonna look at that more. I think it's very interesting. And say the Chinese do invade a certain place in 2 or 3 years, Koreans will be there, military infrastructure. And I think they'll do well because it seems like, you got to think about who you're getting your military stuff from now, right? What if that country doesn't like you at some point in the future? So people are starting to second guess, okay, should we really have all our military equipment from another NATO partner? Maybe we should have our military equipment come from a third party that's not in our treaty organization, like Korea. So, and they don't care about, my understanding is they don't really care about like right to repair and stuff. Because like these military companies are like, oh, we do all the servicing too. So we sell you the tank, and we're the only ones that can fix it. We have all the software, and it's us. I think, from my understanding, the Korean military companies don't really care so much. They'll share designs and let you modify them, I think. And
it would have to be a really big ticket item for them to care, I think, because a lot of the hardware that I recall, it's all like feasible stuff that anybody could do.
You know who they're trying to get, which would be crazy. They might. I was reading this. There's several Korean military companies trying to get Canada. Can you imagine that? If they started building the tanks and artillery for Canada, not America.
Yeah.
Wild. You can see why they would look at it now, though. So, I think the military thesis, though, like I always was U.S. military, but now it's like I see it's like I don't think the U.S. military in general is the investable thing now. It's honestly it's NATO and Korea, I think, and then some choice investments in the U.S. military infrastructure, like the submarine thesis. So,
because like even if things were not up in the air or like called into question, like every country still has their role that they still operate in this space, and you're just tapping into it. That's So like I get it.
There's going to be build outs too of like munitions. People are going to start stockpiling munitions more. So interesting time. Buying it's tough. Everything ran so much the last month. It's like I haven't done. I get that's part of the reason I haven't done any videos. Is like I literally haven't bought anything since those Liberation Day trades, like the week after. I've kind of just been sitting, watching other people, hearing some stuff. So,
I've been quiet. That and busy, but it is funny though. Like BTI currently still is just barely my largest active holding. Like I still haven't sold it. Like I want to be relatively flexible, and if things truly were like, if people are like, oh, this is the fake out, we're going back down. I wouldn't mind selling BTI then into some other things to make them into monsters, but we'll see.
What's it at now?
BTI, it's been respectable. It's grinded down a little bit past few days, but like big picture, I'm happy.
I can't be. Yeah.
Yeah, like who would have expected a respectable year for this company?
What am I sitting on? Wait. I'm sitting. I mean, it's like 31% up. That's not including the dividends. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm.
Yeah. No complaints.
I already booked my first vacation with the dibs. It's all paid, so ready to go. And day after 4th of July, we will be heading to the beach. So I should smoke, right? Is that? Do I have to go get some BTI cigarettes?
Nah,
I don't think it's a smoking. I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm supposed to smoke there.
Yeah.
Smoke. Why are you not smoking? Maybe I should try one of those Velos pouches.
Oh yeah. Vel Plus. Go for the Vel
I
Plus.
never tried. I don't know. I don't. The dipping. It's still dipping, right? It's like a pouch you put.
Yeah, it's just like more of a nicotine and compound rather than just like the conventional tobacco. Or
I would try it. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't really care. I just do whiskey and cigars for the most part. Oh, well, that was Liberation Day, so I think Fabio said he'd do a live stream next week. Well, I think he says that every week, and then
I think apparently he did an ICOM today.
yeah, I watched half of it, and then I had to do some kid stuff, so I get the gist of that bank. I don't know. I just feel banks are like out of my realm.
Yeah,
I don't really fully understand banks. So
and I'll fully admit, like I'm heavily leaning on people when it comes to like Progressive, and that's insurance. It's not even a bank.
Well, we're at an hour. I can't believe it.
Yep. Anything you want to promote or like hint to the viewers for potential stuff in the works?
I don't know if they know. I have my own channel in Capital Mindset. It's called the Boomer Stock Hour. It's just memes. I'll try and post more stuff there. I posted some of my HVAC. I have like papers and stuff I paid for. So if you see me put charts in there, like I'm not going to put the whole PDF because I paid for it. So you can get some pictures out of it. That's all you're getting. But like I've paid for HVAC research, so it's mine. Yeah, I'll try and post other stuff, but I don't know that there is that HVAC ETF. I haven't really. I looked at some of the holdings. It's just HVAC. It's just HVAC for people. The ticker. There hasn't been an HVAC ETF, so I was like, oh, I'll look at the holdings because I have like a lot of HVAC companies. And the first holding, I never heard of this company. My brother had no idea who this company was either. It was, let me pull it up. So I'm like, that's interesting. Just kind of for fun. I might look at this tomorrow. This Limback Holdings more.
Oh,
they're not like Tran or Aon. They don't build equipment. I think they do like infrastructure of like hospitals and large commercial buildings, like retrofits. Yeah. So it seems like the projected growth is like really impressive on it though. The guidance I was looking at, but I haven't really dug into what it does, like more what they do. So kind of weird little ETF. I mean, it just started, so
yeah.
It doesn't say who they're making active selections on the HVAC companies, but it doesn't say like if some firm or professional organization is helping them make these picks. Just share advisor. So it's kind of interesting. The assets under management are growing. It was like half of what it is right now. So kind of a little project maybe, but I'd probably just hold the three I like. I like the three I have. So. Oh well, I think, but really, like, yeah, NATO, Korean military, HVAC. There you go. People can chew on that, I guess. But no, they want to. Everyone can go buy tech though. That's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to buy Google and Amazon
and UNH apparently.
Yeah, and UNH. I'm just gonna. It's like 5 shares. I'm probably just gonna sell it on Monday. I think it was like 280, 290. It was more just for the jokes, but I might hold just one to see if I time the bottom. I was just trying to, because it'd be funny if you could be like, if you almost literally time the bottom, you just hold that share forever. Just treasure it.
Yep.
I think that's it. No more questions.
Nope. Just Gil needing to go on meds.
He's going after us.
It's you apparently for now. Give it time though. He'll go after me again.
What is he so mad at us?
He just needs help. Honestly.
Oh, I think that's it for the night.
Yep.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for having me.
watching.
Yep.
Go blow your nose or something. You're dying over there.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, people. We will see you later.
Mhm.